Early morning rainfall leading to flash flooding and clogged sewers. That is what caused so much of this scene in the Metro East this morning. Good afternoon. I'm Paige HULSEY in for Claire Kellett today. Powerhouse Sky Zoom 4 captured these scenes from Granite City this morning. This one on Myrtle Avenue, where floodwater was up to or covering people's front porches. And the heavy rainfall and flash flooding forced Granite City Steel to temporarily shut down its operations this morning. Although some of the facility's heavier and bigger trucks like this one did not seem to have any issue with the floodwaters. Now, after the sun came up, many people headed out to check out the flooding for themselves. It looks like one man tried to ride his bike through the floodwaters, and then we spotted dozens of other people putting on boots and wading through the water as well. Powerhouse Sky Zoom 4 also spotted Granite City police making their way through the floodwaters, searching for any people in need of aid. And some citizens also came out to help others stuck in the water, like you see here as they push this car out of the way. The driver did make it to safety. The National Weather Service motto for drivers approaching a flooded street is just find another way home, or in other words, turn around, don't drown. That man forced to push his car out of the floodwaters after it died. You see him here. He was just one of hundreds of people impacted by this morning's weather. News 4's ALYSSA TOOMEY spent the morning in Granite City, and she joins us now live. ALYSSA, how's everything looking now?
Yeah, well, right now I am standing here at Myrtle Avenue and St. Clair, and it is not looking any better. This is truly a sight that leaves you speechless. Now, I want to draw your attention over here to this red car. You can see the line there on that red car. That is how high the water was just a few hours ago. You can see it has hardly gone down. Now, the street here almost looks more like a river at this point. You can't even tell that where I'm standing is actually a road. And just to give you some even more perspective, I am standing right now in probably at least a foot of water at the moment. But if I am to walk back further into the street, again, it is a street, I would probably be standing up to my knees. One more thing I want to show you, this guy over here, Nathan is his name. What a trooper. He had to get some items out of his car, and he had to climb through the trunk just to get in his car this morning. So take a look. We want to show you some footage of the area that we shot just within the last hour or so. I truly have never seen anything like it out here. You can see kids are swimming in the street and using inflatable boats because the floodwaters are so high. Now, cars are stranded in the road and people are just stuck here. Many have no way to leave their homes. Now, we also want to show you an aerial view of our location from Powerhouse Sky Zoom 4. Many people in this neighborhood area dealing with very flooded homes. I spoke to one woman who lives just a few blocks away, and she says she has 8 feet of water in her basement. She says she's lived in Granite City her entire life and she's never seen anything like this.
Losing everything. I'm trying not to cry right now. You know, our dishwasher, our appliances, furniture we had down there. We were trying to finish our basement. Everything's just ruined.
And I want to bring your attention over here. Despite the fact that this is completely flooded, we've seen several people try to drive through there. You can also see those kids swimming in the water there. And what you can see is kind of how that water, it's creating waves when people drive through there. That water that it's pushing away is actually being pushed back into these people's homes here. So it's creating even more issues. Now, I also do want to note that we did check in with Granite City. They tell us that all of the pumps in the city were working well this morning, and there was no indication that anything went wrong. They said it was just a tremendous amount of water in a very short period of time, but still a lot more cleanup to do here, and it's going to take quite some time before things are back to normal. Live in Granite City this morning, ALYSSA TOOMEY, News 4.